I think this one actually might have a little bit of age to it. Ears definitely have some wear to it. I think this has got age, and I'm hoping it does. So, okie dokie, well. Oh, you got a mint mark, and I think that's a 1 there, folks. That is an S mint mark, and it's going to be in the teens. Hey there, it's Silver Chupacabra, and we are here for another penny hunt. It'll be our 3rd in a row where we hadn't had to wait for me to collect a bunch of pennies, because we all know how hard it is to get rolls of pennies nowadays. Batman is pretty psyched. We've had decent hunts in the last 2, but nothing really very old. I think we had a 37 on one of them, and that's the oldest one we've had in 2 months. That's all right. I'm patient, folks. This is part, as you can see, I ripped this one apart a long time ago. You got to watch what you get in the bargain bin, by the way. Just a forewarning. This is the 1941 to 1974 book, and these are still the only holes there. I'd love to get that 48D and get rid of that. These 2 are much tougher. In fact, I think this is the last one we got, that 42S. The first primary that we finished off, at least of this version. The 1909 to 1940 book, I decided not to bring out for this one. I'm hoping for reverse karma on this one, so that maybe the gods of pennies will get a little pissed off and throw out an old one. Probably not going to happen, but we can hope. We can hope. We can hope. So the thing is, do these pennies have anything? I'm not sure. I'm looking at the pennies I have. Probably not a whole lot of enders to look at. So you know what? I think we're just going to go right in it. Me and Batman. Chewbacca to a certain point. I think we'll just go in there and see what we can get. See if we can fill these holes out. Awesome. Hey, we're on the first roll of this penny box hunt, and folks, it's a great start because I see some wheat ears. I was going to say earlier, they look like they had a lot of detail, but there's a little bit of wear there. I could see this being 40s or 50s. We will find out. I'm thinking more 50s now when I get to look at the portrait. It will be 50s. 56. That is a good start. 1956, minted in Denver. Got a little nose grease on it, seemingly. Well, we'll see if anything else is in this roll. So you're on to the 5th roll of this penny box hunt. Well, there's no box, but penny roll hunt. How about that? You got 50 rolls, it's a box. Anyway, second weedy to come in here. Which actually looks like it's pretty warm. Take a look at that. It is the 51D. Got a nice little U to it, tone-wise. It's actually got a lot of wear to it, too. I might have mistaken this for 40s if I would have seen the wheat ears first. But anyway, and there's our second find. Had a 56 earlier and a 51 now, and we've got plenty to check out. Hey, the back end of roll 9. And we've got our jam. 1944, Philly. It's pretty decent condition, I would say. little wear, but it's pretty good detailed position condition, I should say, for 1944. Very cool. Third we find. That's out of 9 rolls. Roll 10 is up next. Okay, 10th roll has been laid out. And we've got a Canadian penny coming in here. The one with the 12 sides. Most of these were made in the 80s. There's some in the early 90s. But I would say, what is that? The second portrait. Looking pretty good there, too, by the way. This definitely should be 80s. 1985 to be more exact. It's actually in pretty good shape. Well, onward we go. We'll take a look at the rest of the roll. So, this is the third brick of 10 that I'm going into. So, I'm right at roll 21. Let's check this out. Yep, there's something magnetic there. And there too. Oh, baby. We're going to check both of those first. I don't know about the middle. I've actually went all the way around, but yep. Now, I would say 99% of the time, those are going to be steel cents, 1943. You know, the mint's going to be relative. But it could be foreign. You never know on that one, too. But let's go ahead and open her up and see what's what. Okay, so here's the roll itself, or one of the rolls, which we're making roll 21. And as you can kind of see, nothing looks like a steel cent, so it's probably going to be a foreign. And the, whatever it was that was magnetized, well, not magnetized, whatever the one was that was attracted to the magnet here is up here. Oh, there it is. Oh, take a look. It's got that little indentation right in the middle, if you can see it there, of the rim of the coin. Let's go ahead and take a look. Hard to kind of tell from there. Oh, it's going to be a euro. It's a 2-cent euro. Which, now I'm thinking the other one's going to be the exact same thing, too. Usually these are from different countries, but sometimes you get the same country in there. Let's go ahead and pop that up. It's hard to see because it is not clean, that's for sure, but we got one there. But I am actually having a hard time reading the country of origin on that one. These are side-to-side ones, by the way. Well, probably got to bring up a little bit of info on it, but we'll see what that is in a little bit. So here's a little information on the 2-cent euro. It is from Italy. And there's a little bit of the other features of it, and you see copper-plated steel. That's why it's magnetic. Still on roll 21, and this is the first one we found a 2-cent euro in. And take a look. We've got a wheatback. This looks pretty decent, meaning that's in great shape. Very little wear whatsoever. The color, the tone is probably showing red, but it's been toned so much to whatever you want to, pallor you want to call that. It's yellowish. I would not doubt if this is a 57 or a 58D, but, we'll check it out. Well, look at that. It's a 51 Philly. Very cool. That's in great shape. That definitely could be an upgrader, folks. That is the fourth wheatback we have found. We're kind of back on our target of wheatbacks for this. We've got this whole roll to check out, and we're going to check out the other roll, which now probably is going to be Euro, but I'm going, God, I was licking my lips. I was going, oh, it's going to be a steel cent. Those don't come by anytime. Oh, it's a Euro. It's just, it's kind of that gambler's final realization that you didn't win the big jackpot. I think it's funny. So we've got roll 22 set up here. We're going to get to that in a second. So now that I've taken a couple out of here, I'm able to go to the middle ones in these little deals. And right there, you can't really see it, but it's there. So we're going to have a third one. And I'm going to think that's going to be a Euro too. Now, this one's actually pretty funny. Take a look. Notice how that one, that's sitting on the bottom there. That's actually larger than a penny. I'm thinking this is actually probably more nickel size than anything else. We'll actually try a nickel on this here in a little bit. But obviously, that's going to be probably another Euro, as you can see. Oh, wow, it is not a Euro. There's something here. It's 1 penny. I'm not sure exactly where this is from, although the back here reminds me of something. It's kind of like an updated representation of Hibernia. I could be wrong on that one too, by the way, but the harp and the whatnot, it makes me think about old pennies from the 1700s, the big ones that you used to be able to find. But there's the front. This could be just straight out of England as far as I know. It's 2016. So there's another one we're going to have to figure out with some research. We'll definitely do it. So here is the 1 penny, and it is United Kingdom, which is not necessarily England. England's part of it. But anyway, I digress. I don't know enough about the wherewithal on that to really say anything. There's all that information. You're seeing a proof coin up there for that one. And there are the stats. And once again, copper-plated steel. Magnetic. And this is the 23rd roll with the coin that is magnetic. Gee, which one do you think it is? The coolest thing about all this is each one has been a surprise. Here I was diving into the steel cent world in my thoughts and my dreams at least. And the first one was a Euro. Oh, okay, so somebody just dumped some Euros. Well, the next one isn't even a Euro. It's a 1 penny, and it's probably from England. I have not checked yet. So, of course, this third one here, I'm thinking, okay, well, we've had a Euro, we've had a penny. Could this be the steel cent, or is it just something completely different? Well, folks, what the heck is that? I'm having the most fun I've had in a penny search for a long while. That's not even dime size. I think that's smaller than a dime. And it's copper colored. We already know that it is magnetic, so it's like, it's gonna be probably a Euro, I'm thinking, like a 1 cent Euro. Ooh, I like that already. Let's check her out. Oh, she's pretty. I like that. Trying to get a better light on it. 2008, not quite sure. Looks like a mask, but it's hard to tell what the little tendrils are, whether they're arms or they're not. I don't think it's meant to be an octopus, but I don't know. Well, good thing this is side to side, because all you have to do is this. And yes, we were right. It is a 1 cent euro. Pretty good condition. She's pretty red. I'm going to say this is pretty red. I don't think I can call this red-brown. Well, since they're not giving up the origin, meaning the country that it's from, I'm going to have to do a little research on that one as well. Love it. Love researching new coins I've never seen before. And here is the 1 euro, that tiny little thing. It's French. As you can kind of see there, a little information there. By the way, the edge is plain versus that groove on the 2 cent euro. There's all the facts, and as you can see, one more time, copper-plated steel. Magnetic. He's the man with a magnetic past. He's more magnetic than anybody else. Sorry. So we're still on roll 23, excuse me. I'm thinking 1951 must be the mercurial date of the penny hunt, because there's our third one right there. We've had a D and a filly earlier, and this is another filly. Plenty of wear on the higher relief points there, but still, good shape. Just a little dirty. And that's one thing I would say about the pennies so far in the last 2 bricks. Dirty. I mean, I've had worse, but they're trying pretty hard. So very cool. So you can see, look at 51. Got a 44, and then we had a 56D up there. So we were up to 5 fines. It's being pretty average, and I like that. Plus, we got cool foreign fines. We'll check out the rest of this. So we are on roll 24. There's more magnetic coins to look at. But I tell you what, so I already started checking out the obverses of the beginning part, and I saw this in the middle. I thought it was just a dirty Lincoln and whatnot, but the more I got to it, I mean, you can see definite different size. Now here, you're probably saying, oh, dude, that's just a dime. But the thing is, it wasn't sitting here like this. And then you'll go to the back, and I'm going, well, that doesn't look like anything either. But the more you look at it, yeah, definitely it's a Roosevelt, meaning it's a dime, and it's not a silver dime, so it's not all raise the roof there. I think it's 2017, but hey, there you go. That'll pay off all these coins that were put in to these penny rolls to, fake that those are pennies that are actually from this country, which, by the way, I don't mind. I love these coins. Why is Elizabeth sitting that way? Sorry. I just love that they're all 3 different coins, especially the sister one here, the last one. She's the best. Man, all these guys ski-whiffied. Anyway, I thought I'd come in there to talk about really nothing. At least nothing penny-wise. But if you were worried about me, getting ripped off about paying for the pennies and whatnot, well, we got that backed up. There they are, one more time. There's the French one. There's the English one, or UK, and then there's the Italian. A lot of Europe right there. Not enough to be wealthy in any of those countries. So we are on to roll 26. A little bit past halfway. It's been a decent hunt so far. Just looking to get something that's older than the 40s, which would be nice, but, we're going to take what we get. And here we got a reverse wheat. Obviously, that's saying that we are wheaty. I would actually say it's got a lot of wear to it. Upper and bottom portions of the wheat ears definitely have some telltale signs of wear, which, can mean lots of different things, but usually it would mean older, but I don't think this is going to reach that way. In fact, anytime you see a mint mark right underneath the second digit there, it's 50s. All the way. 1954D in this case. There we go. There's a lot of wear there too on the higher relief parts. Chin, lapel, all that stuff. That is find number 6. We are on a good measure right now. Hope to continue it. Let's see if we can bring something old in. Old. 54 is old, by the way. That's 72 years old, for heaven's sakes. It's older than me. Roll 29 is up to bat. And on the very end, so this was an ender, but with the rolls that I'm looking at, it's hard to do that. So this is an ender, and I don't know, I think, oh man. This one has got a lot of wear to it. Take a look at the bottom end of the ears there. And even the top lines are actually melting into each other. I have got a feeling we've got something with some age to it. That would be massively cool. So we are looking at the reverse. What are we thinking? Is it going to be old, or is it basically going to be just, a 40s or a 50s piece? Well, we'll find out. Oh, look at that. Look at that. What's a 3? It's going to be a filly. Could be lots of different things. Oh my gosh. 1933. Now, I'm not sure if I have this one in the collection book. I have most of the fillies, I think, in the 20s and the 30s, but this is one that may have eluded me. If we're going to find out on that. And I don't think this is a very high mintage either. Not a semi-key date, but still low, especially being filly. What a great find this is. Wow, this just renewed my, let's just say trust that, you know what, there's going to be some old ones in these customer wrapped rolls. I really haven't had that in there, but dang, I'm pretty darn stoked about that one. I've got the rest of this roll to check out. Do we have anything else in here that's gonna stun me? So we have roll 32 laid out. We are on our 4th brick, which is actual non-customer wrapped rolls. It's not Loomis, so I have no idea who wrapped them. Anyway, we do have an obverse sticking out here, pretty close to being an ender. But you can see the date there. It's 53, and it would be Denver minted. That is very awesome. This is, we'll try that again. This is find number 8. Pretty stoked. Let's go and check the back real quick. Little wear, but pretty decent shape. That means we'll check out the rest of the roll. See if anything is there. So we're still on roll 32, and as I was starting to check out all the obverses there, we've got a Canadian popping up here. One of the later ones there. There are no sides, so we're thinking late 90s into the 2000s, most probably. $19.99. Prince is liking that one. Very, very cool. Well, still have a lot to check out. So we're at the beginning of roll 34, and we had a last year Wheaties sneak in there. Didn't really see any high. Didn't really see this coming in, but anyway. Was it hide or hair? That's what I was trying to think about. For JD, it's definitely going to have wheat ears on the back. Nice dark brown tone there. Very cool. Still have that much to check out in the roll. So we are in roll 42, and we've been looking for the 10th Wheatie final for a few rolls now. And I think we've got one there. Obviously, that's a wheat ear there. I think this one actually might have a little bit of age to it. The ears definitely have some wear to it. A lot of shine to that, too. If you're looking at this like I'm looking at this, it just looks kind of weird in here. Just bumpy and whatnot. I don't know if that's not counter strike, but strike through kind of stuff or not. I've seen this before on a couple of coins. Either way, I think this has got age, and I'm hoping it does. So let's see what we got. Pretty good shape here on the obverse, to be honest. Okie dokie, well. Oh, you got a mint mark, and I think that's a 1 there, folks. That is an S mint mark, and it's going to be in the teens. Well, what is that last digit going to be? 1919S, nice. We had a 1 in the 30s earlier, and now we have an S minted, or yes, an S mint mark on 1919. And as I said before, he's in good shape. Very cool. That is fine number 10, folks, and we still have the rest of the roll to check out. So now we're in the middle of roll 42, where we got the 1919S, and this one kind of pops up out of nowhere. We've had a 56D already, but not in this finely camouflaged light brown and black color. Oh, look. It's also on the back. Nice camouflage. It's actually in pretty good detailed shape, by the way, so the camouflage is a plus. Very cool, by the way. It's in nice shape, like I said. Anyway, we got a little bit left to check out. Okay, well, there's Batman. Since I don't have a box, well, he's just standing all alone because he has no more pennies to check out, folks. But there is our find. These are our finds for this box hunt. And I'm telling you, this turned out to be easily the best penny box hunt I've had this year so far, which is very cool. So plenty to look at. We're going to go ahead and summarize. 1944 Philly. We also got a lot of 51s here. A couple of 51 Phillies and a 51D. This one here is in really nice shape. Got a little red kind of peeking out. 54D, 55D, a couple of 56Ds, and a 58D. A lot in the 50s, but we did find some old ones, and we'll show that next. A couple of Canadians, a 99 and an 85, which is very cool. Lots of shinies. They were definitely in the back half of some of these bricks. A lot of like the fourth and the fifth brick. A lot of shinies in there. 70s mostly, but it is what it is. So here are our big kahuna finds. And if you remember, we came upon these only because I thought we were going to get some steel pennies from 43. I had checked the brick with my magnet, and I was like, oh my gosh, look at all these 43s. There's the first one that came out. It's a 2-center from Italy. So then I'm thinking, oh, we're just going to get a bunch of 2-cent euros. No, there's an English penny from 2016. So one of the later pennies from the UK. So then this one came last, and we didn't find out till we got into some of the inside rolls. But this one is a total mystery. You can see how small it is. It's not even close to being penny size. This one's more nickel size. This one, why would you even put this in a penny roll? Anyway, it's a €1. And that is not an octopus. I believe that's like something from the arts theater, something like that, a mask. Anyway, it is French, and it's a 1-cent euro. I really love that design, by the way. Of course, I also love that design, too. Anyway, those are pretty cool. But we did actually score some oldies. This 1919S came late, and it's in great shape. Maybe even clean. It's kind of hard to tell with some of these, but it's got a little bit of a polish to it. This one definitely has very low mintage. I think it's like 14 million or something like that. But 1933. And you won't see the 3s like that on any other 1930s penny. It's really the only... I think there was... Maybe the 32 comes out with those 3s on the font for those 3s. Because the 3s usually look like, shink with a big tail on the end. But anyway, I'm hoping I have an opening for that. I really am. Anyway, there they are. Pretty cool penny box hunt. I'm liking it. We're going to check it for varieties. And then we'll come back. Excuse me. Then we'll come back and check our collection books if we need to. Okay, so I did check for varieties, and there was nothing going there. I do have, however, I don't know if I have anything here. But take a look at this 2012D. Nothing miraculous about it. It's in alright condition, but take a look at the rim over here. This is not, by the way, Ring of Death. It's like an inner rim ring where they actually put some of the lettering on. And that does go all the way around the penny itself. I have no idea. I've never seen anything like that before. And there you can see more of it right there when I kick the light over. But in God We Trust is right on like this inner rim. It's almost like this is on the wrong planchet in some ways. I don't know. I don't know enough about errors and coins and things. You've seen enough of my mistakes on these before. So if anybody in the atmosphere out there has any ideas, please let me know. And I might actually check this into Coin Help or something to that effect. So anyway, I thought I'd show that to you guys. Whatever. We do have some good news. First and foremost, that 1919S that we got close to being last, which came in pretty cool, decent shape, although the back was a decent shape. There was a wire there. But that is a definite upgrader from the one that was in there. Unfortunately, it's not a hole filler. But the 1933 is... That is massively cool. I was not sure, number one, that in custom wrap rolls I would get finds like this anymore. Although I got a collection up in a customer wrapper roll, so, what can I say? I just didn't think I'd find anything nice like this anymore, and this is confirmation that it's still out there, folks. Then look at the vintage on that. Low. It's almost as close to the 1933D that's on the right-hand side there. That actually takes the number of holes to be filled on that page to 10. So we're almost down to single digits. So very, very cool. And I'm sorry that the light is being funny on me here. But there it is. Very cool. And we are done for this penny box hunt. The one sad thing that I do need to tell you is I don't have any more. We had 3 hunts in a row in between nickel hunts for Lincoln cents. And I am actually out of rolls, so I need to find more. I do have those 3 foreign finds that we have, which are still very cool. But I'm going to have to work at it and see if I can get something in maybe by the end of this month. We'll see. They've been a little lax on the Wells Fargo piece. So I've been getting bricks of 10 or $10 worth of pennies from some places. So we'll see how that goes. We're done. If you're watching this, that's awesome. Bits and parts of it, that's fine too. Don't want to watch it? You don't want to watch it. You won't even hear me saying any of these words that I said. So anyway, we are done. Everybody have a great week or weekend, depending on when or where you see this, if you do see it. Everybody be safe out there. Cheers to all.